So it is much later in the day than I wanted to do this, but I am currently meal prepping. I finally finished a workout. It's just one of those days where I had a ton of errands to do. I had a lot of stuff I had to get done. I leave for Florida in about 2 weeks, and honestly, I've been working so much. Today was a half day, and I just had so much that I had to do when I got out of work, because the next 2 days I'm doing 2 10-hour shifts. So that's my life right now. It's just working all of these hours and just trying to find balance, and that's really what I wanted to talk about in this vlog. And it's not going to be a very long one, I will say that, but my arms hurt. They're going to be dead tomorrow from all the lifting I did just now. I just did weights, but it's really just finding balance. That's something that I've had to work on, is finding the balance. Getting up earlier, making sure I get a good restful sleep before when I go to bed, so that way when I wake up in the morning, I'm not wanting to stay in bed as long. I'm not trying to sleep more. Just something that I have struggled this entire program. I've struggled so badly with it, where I hit snooze, I roll over, I want to sleep another 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, but I have so much going on before and after work, and then I'm sitting at work all day, and I'm like kind of a lump because I have to entertain customers when they come in and deal with that. So I really can't do much when I'm working, so it's hard to, other than editing photos and maybe posting a TikTok that I've already done, other than that I really can't do much else. So I better go. The water's boiling. I better put what I have to into it. I wanted a lot more broccoli than that. See what I mean? Balance. This is because I didn't cut enough broccoli. Shit! Yeah, just, like I said, finding balance. I've definitely been struggling with that the last couple of weeks, just working all the overtime and really getting stressed. It's part of the reason why I didn't do 75 Hard vlog last week, because I was working 10 to 8 all day. I had no one to help cover. I needed the hours more than anything, honestly, so I really just kind of was like, I'm just going to do it because I need the money, and thank God I did, because when I got my paycheck this morning, it was so much more than I thought. I was so grateful. I was literally praying. I was like, thank you, because it really helped. That's the other thing too, is the stress of being able to afford this trip to Florida, because it really means a lot to me, because it's a lot of firsts. It's first time flying, first solo trip, really stepping out of my comfort zone. I've always wanted to travel, and I've just never been able to, either money or obligations or whatever. And now I'm like, I can finally do it. And 32 years old, finally flying and traveling for the first time, that's, some people, you're like, really? But for me, it's just a big deal. Finding the balance, and that's just so important, obviously. And with 75 Hard, you really have to find the balance, because you have all these tasks to do. You have 2 workouts, you have 10 pages, you got to get your water in, you got to stick to a meal. So meal prepping, like I'm meal prepping now, that is really important. And that is a challenge you will face in 75 Hard. That's something that you're going to deal with, because you, especially, like myself, I work, I support myself. I don't have children, thankfully. It's probably harder for people who have kids, I'm sure, because kids tend to they need you. They need a lot. And depending on the age, they could really need you. If they're infants, toddlers, whatever, they could really need you. So, all right, water's boiling. Woo! I'm doing rice right now. It's trying to do a cup. I'm gonna spill it. Oh my God, I'm gonna spill it. Oh my God. See? I spilled it. I spilled some. All right, I'm getting rice all over the floor. It's another thing. You make messes in 75 Hard. You make messes, and you gotta clean them up, because that's what it means to be responsible. Where's the broom? Oh, don't you be spitting game at me. Don't you be spitting. There's literally rice everywhere. All over. Holy rice, Batman. Something that I'm gonna like trying to do, you know, as usual, I'm always trying to do 3 things at once. And that's another issue, you know, with the balance, obviously, is if you're trying to do too much, and I'm someone who does sometimes do too much. I sometimes just take on more work than I need to. Working overtime, for example, I am definitely working a lot more than I normally would, but I also am the manager, so I do have a responsibility to my store, to my staff, to my upper management, to make sure that everything is handled, that the store is run, that the store is open, you know, and I have a responsibility to, you know, pay rent and pay my bills, and, you know, so, again, it goes back to finding that balance. And as previously stated, balance is incredibly important in every aspect of life, but it's really important, especially when you're doing, I keep saying challenge. It's a challenge being in 75 Hard, but it's a lifestyle program. It's really not, it's not like the transformation challenge. This is a program. This is something that's going to help you in your lifestyle. So really got to stop saying that. I really got to say what it is. And it's a program. It's a lifestyle change. Andy's going to kick my ass. Like, the way I find balance, and I can't speak for everybody, obviously, but the way that I find balance is, you know, days like these, like I only worked 4 hours today, my job, so I took advantage of it, and I made sure to get my workout in earlier. I'm meal prepping. I got groceries this afternoon. Like, as soon as I got home from work, they were sitting in front of the door. I had them delivered because I was like, I want to cut that time down of going to the grocery store, so I actually had them delivered today. And plus, they're a little cheaper at the grocery store that I get them delivered from. The one downtown is, they call it shitty markup instead of its actual name. Yeah, so I had that done. I meal prepped, you know, cooked up a bunch of chicken. I got some in the crock pot right now, and then I have a couple breasts ready to go. I'm going to make a low-carb buffalo chicken pizza tonight for dinner. That's what I'm making. I'm really excited for that because I haven't had it in so long. I've been craving it. And then I have other chicken prepped. I'm making rice, and I have broccoli already cooked, so that's going to all go into the meal preps. And you know, I'll have that for the you know, tomorrow and Saturday as well as Sunday, and then, you know, get more chicken and just, you know, but it's really making sure I get all that done. So, you know, and then in the morning, getting up early. I have to be at work by 10. I usually leave the house by 9:30, so I'm up by 6. I get my first workout in. It's the first thing I do. I get up, I do a little stretch, I get some water, put on my sneakers, and I head out the door, and I get my first workout in, my walk, because it is getting darker out too, so for safety reasons, I'm not doing my second workout as a walk outside. I do my indoor workout at night. So I get my first workout done out of the way. I make sure to get some water, at least 24 ounces, if not more. And, you know, I have my breakfast is done. I, you know, cook that up as I'm getting ready for the day. Like, if I'm, you know, doing my hair and makeup, I make sure to shower quickly, dry my hair, do my hair and makeup, everything I got to do. Make sure my outfit's set out the night before. You know, just really, like, prep is so key to maintaining that balance. And that's what I've told people. Like, people were like, you know, how do you do all this in the day? And I'm like, well, a lot of it is prepping. You know, it's making sure you have everything ready. You have things set for the night. You have meals prepped. You have even your outfit set out the night before. When I was a kid, my parents would have us do that. They'd be like, make sure you set it out the night before. I gotta check the rice because it's, oh, yep, there we go. It's prepping. It's, you know, stuff like this, like getting your meals prepped, getting all of that done. You know, and over here I have chicken in the crock pot. Chicken is sitting here ready to go, ready to be, you know, meat, the broccoli, and rice. And then I've got a breast that's been cooling at room temp. It's going to be made into a small buffalo chicken pizza. The crust and the topping. It's a keto recipe that I found. It's really good. High protein, low carb. Kind of teetering on the whole fat thing, but it's not as much fat as you'd think. It's all just finding balance. It's all making sure, and like I said, prep is key. Prep is so important. And And it's just making sure in your head, kind of getting to that routine of like, I know what I need to do. I know what, what needs to go where I need to be tomorrow. I mean, it helps that I have pretty much a set schedule for the most part. Like I always have Sundays off, so I know Sunday is my GYST day. It's my GYST. In other words, get your together. It's where I will do more meal prep. It's where I make sure laundry's done. I clean my room. I tidy up. I make sure things are done. I clean out the fridge if I have to. Like my part of it, the night before, I've started setting my coffee up the night before, so that way when I come out, I just boil the water and just do it. It makes that thing it's clean, and I don't have to worry about it. It's one less step in the morning. My breakfast, I usually cook that up in the morning just because I like it a little more fresh than sitting up overnight. But if I'm doing oats or chia pudding or something, I will do that the night before. It's just things like that, like getting into that routine and making it a priority. And that's how you're going to maintain that balance. At least that's how I do. Some people have different ways, different techniques. This is the method to my madness. So with that being said, you guys just heard me ramble for however many minutes I decided to make this video. But I'm going to just close this out. The 75 vlog is done for today. I'm going to go finish meal prep, edit this, and get set up for tomorrow, because like I said, prep is key. So I will talk to you guys later. See you Sunday for the Sunday vlog. Have a good night.